In 1978, a small neighborhood was marked by a series of disappearances that the police could not solve. No one imagined that the culprit lived so close, or that his basement hid a black phone capable of connecting with those who were no longer alive. This is the story of Finney Blake, the only one who managed to get out alive. In a quiet neighborhood, one of those where everyone thinks they know each other and the houses seem repeated, lived a boy named Finney Blake. He was 13 years old and was a quiet boy, shy, but with a curious talent. He played baseball very well. He was not one of those who sought to attract attention. Rather, it went unnoticed. He lived with his younger sister, Gwen, who was the opposite of him, direct, brave, and with a sharp tongue that he was not afraid to use if someone bothered his brother.
Son unos polis de
His mother had died years ago, and that left a huge void in the family. The father, Terrence, never got over it. And instead of facing the pain, he took refuge in alcohol. When he drank, he could be violent, especially with Gwen, because she had something that he did not understand and that scared him. Dreams that seemed to predict things. In the neighborhood, people were nervous. It was not paranoia. Several children had already disappeared. History was always repeated the same. They went out to play or to the store and never came back. They called them the missing of North Denver. Among them was Bruce Yamada, a boy who had been a rival of Finney in baseball, a good guy and very dear. Also Robin Arellano, Finney's close friend, who always defended him from bullies. Robin was one of those who are not afraid to face anyone, but one day, just like the others, he disappeared. The rumor was that a man in a black van, an old model with scratches and tinted glass, was wandering around the neighborhood. Some said that he wore black balloons as a distraction, others that he disguised himself to deceive. No one knew his name, but the children called him the Raptor. On an ordinary day, Finney walked alone to his house. He was distracted when he saw a parked black van. A man came out dressed in black, with a strange mask and gloves. The guy dropped some bags with what looked like tools and, in a calm voice, told him that he was a magician and that he was practicing a trick. Finney, confident at first, approached, but it was a mistake. In a second, the man took out a spray, blinded it, and put it in the truck. He woke up in a basement. The walls were made of cement, the light dim, and in one corner there was an old black disc phone hanging on the wall. The kidnapper told him something that sounded more like a threat than a warning. "That phone doesn't work. If it rings, don't answer." But that same night, it sounded. Finney, with his heart racing, raised the earpiece. The voice on the other side was that of a child. But not just anyone. It was Bruce, the baseball boy. He gave him clues about a rope hidden in the wall. Finney found it, but the attempt to escape did not work. The following days, every time the phone rang, it was another voice. Another child who had been there, everyone told him how they had tried to escape and how they had failed. Billy Showalter, who knew the house, told him that he had broken a part of the ground and began to dig a tunnel, but he did not finish. Vance Hopper, a troubled boy that everyone feared, showed him that there was a cable that could be used as a trap. Griffin Stagg, the first to disappear, told him how to time and what to expect from the kidnapper. Meanwhile, Gwen was having increasingly clear dreams. She saw the house where Finney was. She saw objects such as a freezer, a dog, an iron fence, and she told the police. At first, they didn't believe him, but when the clues began to coincide with the real places, they began to look more seriously. In the basement, Finney was putting the pieces together. Bruce's rope, Billy's tunnel, Vance's cable, Griffin's warnings. Each voice was like an older brother who spoke to him from the other side of life, guiding him so that he could achieve what they could not. The kidnapper, whose real name was Albert, came down from time to time. Always with his mask, which had different expressions according to his mood, sometimes smiling, sometimes angry. He played with Finney's mind as if he enjoyed giving him false hopes. The final night came. Finney had prepared everything. the tunnel hole, the cable to trip him, the phone ready to use as a weapon. When Albert came down, confident and sure that that would be the end, he fell into the trap. The cable made him stumble and his leg was trapped in the tunnel. Finney hit him with the phone over and over again until the children's voices were heard together, as if telling him, "End it." Finney strangled him with the phone cable. Before dying, Albert heard the voices of all his victims for the last time.
Dios mío, sácame de aquí.
Finney went up, found the door open and left just as the police arrived, guided by Gwen. The hug between them was of pure relief. That day, the neighborhood breathed calmly for the first time in months. But they say that in that house, in that basement, the black phone is still hanging, and sometimes when everything is silent, it rings again.